Hey guys, Akariss here, bringing you a brand new Fire Emblem Heroes video. Today's video is going to be a calendar review, which I, again, haven't done in a while, but since this is an important month, with new Mythics coming up, Hero Rises, the free hero, and of course the Hero Rises banner, I feel it is necessary for me to get you guys fully informed in what's to come, but also what I plan to do for this coming month, so maybe you can follow and have some interest in that as well. Now, there is quite a bit to talk about, so stay tuned. Let's go through it. Alright guys, welcome back. So, today's video is going to cover a lot to talk about with Hero Rises, what I plan to do with it, and just kind of get you fully informed in the video. The format of this video is going to be me covering the events coming up, the summoning events also coming, so like the banners and such, and just touching on like some expected orb income, and that's about it. But mostly, I'm also going to let you guys know what I plan to do for this coming month. So if you want to follow along with that, of course, hit up the Twitch streams and you can kind of see that in action. This is probably going to be one of the more important months for me personally in playing FEH. So if you want to follow along, that would be cool. Specifically Hero Rises. So before we get into most of the rest of the video and what I can kind of get you guys set up for, Hero Rises banner ends up being very good value for me. And if you've watched the summoning focus color sharing videos that I've covered recently a couple of weeks ago, plus just following my social media, you know that I am likely to commit to that banner and get a lot of progression on my account, which has been due for quite a while because of, well, Warren not liking me very much, but also because a lot of like legendaries and mythic banners have been very grueling on my account and really set me back on a lot of progression. The last good like session I've had when it comes to the gacha, and there's not that many, has basically been like Air back in like 2018. So just to give you some perspective, it's been a while, and hopefully this one isn't as bad as some of the ones that have been in recent times. Okay, so let's go through this, yeah? First of all, we have Linja, who just got given to us for free as of today on this video being out. Linja is actually going to be covered in tomorrow's video. I'm going to be like doing a lot of footage. I'm going to practice her and really get you guys up to speed on how you can best use your Linja as well for tomorrow's video. So look forward to that. But I also am going to talk about the banners here that we can expect for this month. So that would be the heroes with null skills, heroes with rally skills, and heroes with rally plus skills. These banners are generally pretty good to get specific fodder from, and the reason it's generally good is because of the summoning focus most of the time having 3 heroes rather than 4 heroes. The new hero special heroes banner has 4 heroes on it, generally speaking, and that makes the rate of picking up a focus hero harder to get because you're distributing that 3% among 4 heroes. With 3, you're distributing the 3% among 3 heroes, 1% versus 0.75%. You can see how it's a bit better when there's 3 heroes. So generally speaking, if you want fodder, it's not a bad idea to look forward to these banners and maybe plan for them. It might not be a good idea when you consider the Mythic banner coming, the Hero Rises banner, and maybe even the Spring Heroes coming back. All of that could potentially stray you away from committing to skill banners, but they are pretty good for filling out your favorite characters with exactly what you need. So heroes with null skills should be null seed disrupt and null follow-up. The candidates for that, as you can see, are on the left there. Stuff like Fallen Merida, Fallen Male Corrin. I think we had Fallen Merida before on one of these type of banners. Hilda, Fallen Leon, Shamir, just passed on a Hero Fest actually, so you can kind of like pinpoint exactly where they might mix and match stuff. Generally banners like this tend to mix colors. You're not going to get like 3 blues or 3 greens. It could happen and that would be pretty good, but unlikely. Heroes with RAL skills, they'll put in like the 5 stars. You're not going to see like Ferdinand here. I'm sure they won't do that. You'll probably see stuff like Fallen Male Corrin, again maybe Fallen Leon, or something like Original Merida. And finally, Rally Plus skills. I don't actually think it's worth committing to that banner for Rally Plus because now with the ephemeras, the red codes you get every month, and the new paths, like year 2 paths, also give us a lot of Rally Plus options. So generally speaking, you won't need this. It's more or less getting merges on a character you might want, or the other fodder that they might contain. For example, Layla having Life and Death 4, even though she has Rally Plus, or the Ruse, for example. So that's what you should look forward to on those Rally Plus or Heroes with skills, such and forth. Okay, so with that being said, I do think that new power banner, which just passed with Noe, is a good precedent for what's to come. We're going to get seasonal refines, and likely if Valentine's Hector was confirmed to come back in April, we can expect that Valentine's Hector likely will get a refine on Berserk Armads, and therefore will be in a banner for new power in April. That's something we can already assume, as you can see on the end there with new power. And of course, we're going to have revivals. So that would be something like Spring Kagero. Not that I think you should be going for Spring Kagero in 2021, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. So there's going to be a lot of those Spring Heroes coming back. Stuff like Est, Kala, Katria, you know, the sisters and whatnot, and even the really old ones like Sharena and Katria. But those shouldn't be ignored, because if anything has a preference weapon now as a seasonal, they would likely be a candidate for refine down the road. So something like Spring Sharena, for example, is one of the early seasonal units and therefore might get a refine if you're interested in that. But, of course, with other things coming this month, we're likely going to get a new batch of seasonals through Tempest Trials, and around that time we're also going to get Ashnard to get his Grand Hero Battle Revival, finally. The confirmed one as opposed to the Party Revival. So that's huge if you're an Ashnard fan like I am. Then that is essentially a free merge and a reduced Grail cost, thankfully. With that, we're also going to get the Hero Rises banner shortly after that, which will feature Cyros, Legendary Dimitri, Legendary Korin, and Linja. So that is a good opportunity to spark one of those, meaning spending 40 summons to get one of those, even if it's just strictly for fodder. Stuff like Dragon Wall is amazing for a lot of dragons. You can get Mirror Impact or Sturdy Impact respectively off of blue, and Odd Tempest off Dimitri, which is still rare and I feel likely will remain on him for a while. And Odd Tempest is a great skill to make a lot of melee characters a lot better, especially something like a melee Flying Dancer, Mirabilis for example. And yeah, so that's a good banner to at least get some fodder or potentially merge projects adding to that. I personally will likely be committing about 1,000 F2P orbs there and gonna aim for something like Linja and hopefully finish Korin around that time. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll save for Linja down the road if things go well. After that, we have the Revival banner, which featured the Spurn characters, I'm going to call them, male Chris, female Chris, Julian, and Lena, I believe. Here is another opportunity to just spend some tickets and maybe get some good fodder. I believe that we have Joint Drive Attack and Spurn off of male Chris, and Fury 4 and Spurn off of female Chris, or Close Foil and Low Attack Speed off of Julian. All really good. I would call this essentially a fodder banner, and especially since you can guarantee that fodder through 40 summons, you're likely to get something nice here, or maybe the tickets might treat you well. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much is going to confirm what's to happen, but one thing I would be very wary of is that the Mythic banner at the end of this month, when we don't really know what's going to happen here, I would assume it's likely going to be in green, not colorless, not blue or red, because of just sort of colors we've been getting the past months. And I would assume it's either going to be a light Mythic 2.0 or a dark Mythic 2.0. My assumption leaning towards dark Mythic 2.0 over light Mythic 2.0, but it could be either. There's no real way to tell. Maybe they give light Mythic 2.0 just to make things easier on light season, but that would also crush defenses, or the opposite is true, where we have a scenario of 5 versus 7, where dark mythic comes before light mythic, and you end up using 5 versus 7 units. That would be an interesting meta for a little bit of time until the light mythic 2.0 came out. And finally, one last thing I want to mention before we conclude is that there is probably going to be a Fed channel, maybe. Again, not 100% sure, but we've had Fed channels in April before, so there might be a Fed channel at the end of March, near the beginning of April, around that time. So if you are, hovering around the Mythic Hero Battle banner time, then and you're just still holding on to those orbs, you might want to consider saving them to see what sort of events might come down the road. I've been pretty happy with how IS has been handling like Fire Emblem Heroes lately. Of course, if you kind of noticed by all the videos lately and the content in general, I've been really engaged with the game. So at this point, I don't even know how much more they can give us. It's been a pretty good time, and I'm enjoying myself. So yeah, with that being said, folks, I hope that you also are enjoying this. What are you looking forward to in the calendar beside me? Is there something you're really looking forward to? Please let me know if this sort of content is still appealing to you guys. You know, I'm kind of like reviving old videos now because I've been more efficient with my time, so I've been able to kind of fit in a lot of these short and sweet videos here and there covering a lot of stuff and providing my perspective on it. Feel free to tune in later in the month when the Hero Rises banner comes to the Twitch streams. Of course, that's in the description below, and we will likely have a session on that, which I am dreading, to be honest, but hopefully something good happens for once. So yeah, guys, let me know what you're looking forward to. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please let me know in the comments, either on the calendar or on the content itself, how you feel about that. Look forward to tomorrow's Ninja video. Gonna be recording the gameplay and helping you guys figure out how exactly to use her to her best potential soon enough. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.